Hi, I'm Nick Shell. There's a specific reason you're watching this video, and the likelihood is it's because you're a YouTuber and you have less than 1,000 subscribers, whereas I have 1,000 or more. And I made this video for you. But first, let me get started by making myself a little bit more comfortable. Or is that really the reason I did that? Maybe there's actually a motive. Maybe we'll get to it later. Because after all, everything is actually planned out. These tiny little things, even for the fact that I'm on this side of the screen and not this side. Psychologically, when we see someone on the right side of the screen, like I am now, then that seems to be a good person. People on the other side are the bad or the weaker person. Even that, it was planned out. Just like the vest. We'll get to that. What I want to introduce to you today are my 5 original sneaky steps to growing your YouTube audience. You're not going to find a video like this on YouTube that's going to have these kind of steps. What I'm doing is not normal. It's not based on other YouTubers. It's based on what has worked for me. Now, I started out as a blogger. I've been a blogger for years. I feel like I'm a successful daddy blogger. I get free stuff and I get free trips and all that good stuff. So I applied some of those principles I learned from being a daddy blogger, familyfriendlydaddyblog.com if you want to look it up. I applied that information on how I grew my blog to YouTube, and I wanted to see how it translated. So let's get started with my 5 steps. I want you to know what they're based on first, though. It's a paradox. It's a combination of kindness and capitalism. And you may think, well, those are kind of the opposite. Yes, they are. Kindness and capitalism. Okay, you're going to see that theme throughout these 5 steps. You're also going to see the paradox of quantity and quality. Both quantity and quality, not one or the other, but both. All right, let's get started in these first 5 steps, these 5 steps. And by the way, if you can't get past this first one, I need you to do me a favor and turn off this video. You're wasting your time with me right now. If you can't do this first one, turn off the video. Now remember, I'm not wasting my time. I've already spent my time to make this video. You're the one wasting your time if you can't get past the first one. You want to know what it is? Okay, here it is. Number 1 step, the first step. Commit the next month to this. Every day for the next month, for the next 30 days, you need to make 3 videos. And I don't care what they're about. Whatever you feel like making them about, I don't even care how long they are. It may only be a minute, maybe 8 or 10 minutes. I don't care. And I don't care what it's about. But here's what's interesting. If you force yourself to make 3 videos a day for the next month, what's going to happen is whatever things naturally interest you and maybe things that you're most knowledgeable about and you're good about talking to other people about, those things are going to surface out of those videos you make. That's nearly 100 videos, really, isn't it? That you're going to be making over the next month, right? So out of that, are most of them going to be good? No. But a few are. And in fact, there's one in particular that's going to really rise to the surface. A month later, you'll be able to look back and you'll be able to think, well, that one's clearly more popular. And I've even got comments on that one thing. But it's such a random topic. That's what people are watching? Exactly. And that's what I did when I decided I wanted to be a YouTuber. I did exactly what I just described. And what I realized is people naturally wanted to hear me talk about men's hair loss. I'm no expert on it, but that's the video they started watching. So you can see where I'm going with this. Step number 2, after your first 30 days and you've confirmed what your special topic is, what your shtick is, now you commit to that. For the rest of your life, as long as you're a YouTuber, you are going to make 3 videos a day on that topic. Now, you can mix it up a little bit. Maybe some days you only make 2 about it, and the third one you make about something else you wanted to talk about. You're exploring other options, but you're mainly committing to what people have already shown, what the free market has already shown you what they care about the most. Okay? So now you're building a library. You've already got nearly 100 videos from what you did the first month, right? Because 3 times 30 is 90, that's nearly 100. Well, now you're building this library and it's mainly on one topic that people have already expressed the most interest in. And you're thinking, but Nick, I've got 4 subscribers, who cares? But yeah, you keep doing that month after month, you can imagine how your library is going to grow. and how it's going to look like you're somewhat of an expert or that someone needs to listen to about this topic, because if no other reason, you keep making videos about it. It makes you look important when it comes to that subject, and people will start believing it. Fake it till you make it. You heard that? Story of not my life, but story of my blogging and video making careers. Okay. So number 3, you're going to start building a following. They're going to start subscribing. Not because you're great, but because you produce a lot of content. And yes, this is where the quantity part, comes in. We're starting with quantity and we're going to end up with quality. But by step number 3 that we're in now, we're going to focus a little bit more on quality, not on the videos, but we're going to focus instead on your comments, because by this point, you're going to start having some subscribers and you're going to have some comments. So here's what you do. You faithfully reply to their comments. You prove to them you're a real person and you care what they had to tell you today. You're going to, with your heart, reply back to them. They took time out of their day to watch your video and respond to it. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to spend time to type them a message that shows them that you are grateful that they spent time watching that video. That sounds simple. And then, but well, Nick, what about the trolls? What about the people who maybe they're not trolls, but they're really negative and critical towards me? Great. Here's what I've always done with those people. See, the thing about those people is they also spent time to watch your video. And they also spent time to comment. Even if their whole goal is to wreck your mind. If that's their whole goal, fine. They still invested in you. So what I always do, even if I perceive that they're just trying to disrupt what I'm doing, I always thank them for watching my video. And I always thank them for spending time to comment on that video. And I also thank them for doing those things, because what that does is it draws more attention to the video. If someone is scrolling through YouTube and they see, oh, this already has a comment, they're more likely to watch that video. Even if the comment is just them trashing it. Well, now you've commented back, that's 2 comments on it. The more comments we can get, the more interesting it seems, even if it's not. So even trolls, even negative people there are a good thing. And I treat them just the same as I do someone who I know is being authentic. In fact, a lot of people I converted in the process, they realized, wow, this guy seems like he cares about me. Maybe not a lot of other people are nice to them when they're rude to other people. Maybe they don't realize they're being rude. It's amazing that people have won over by doing just that. So that was number 3. Number 4. Number 4 is you're going to start making videos in direct response to the comments. Now, it's one thing to comment back, but what you're going to see is people are going to start leaving comments that expand the foundation of your shtick, whatever your thing is. For me, it's talking about psychologically dealing with hair loss. Okay, so now people are subscribing, people are leaving comments, and I'm coming back. But I think, hey, this guy right here, this is the second comment on the left, and he kind of opens the door to broaden this subject a little bit more that I just made the video on. So the next video, I make in his honor, and I read the comment to everyone, and I read his name, and now he's more involved in that. Now, it's nothing to manipulate him or her, but it's simply that person can actually help you become more relevant to other people. They can show you a perspective on that shtick that you do these videos about that you wouldn't have thought of otherwise, and now you've opened it. And when that happens, you can imagine what happens. Other people are going to be more likely to leave comments, and you make videos in response to their comments. Look how that happens. Look how that grows. That's crucial. That's number 4. It's very important to let people know how personal this YouTube channel is. They're investing in you. You have to invest in them. Otherwise, you're just another YouTube person that doesn't really respond to them, right? Okay. Number 5. Always be honest and direct. Even if it means telling people what they don't want to hear, always be honest and direct. It's not about telling people what they want to hear. It's about telling people what they need to hear. However, as you're honest and direct and real with these people, it's always also about being positive. And I know that's another paradox, it sounds like. It's always about being positive as you're direct and honest. because naturally people are drawn to passionate people. People are drawn to positive people. A lot of times people are watching videos just for this pseudo idea of having a friend because they don't have enough positive, proactive energy and influence in their life. And then they find you, oh, this person's interesting and exciting and passionate, and they're actually responding to me. Well, yeah, okay, I want to join that club. I want to be a part of that. So those are my 5 sneaky steps. I want to wrap this up by going back to that concept I said at the beginning, that kindness and capitalism, right? Because everything I've just described, I'm showing you how I'm building personal relationships with my subscribers. And I'm not doing it just to manipulate them for doing this. I enjoy meeting people. I enjoy teaching and learning from other people. I enjoy that. So I'm being kind to them. Even when they're not kind to me, I'm still kind to everyone. I'm personal with them. Kindness, it goes a long way. But at the same time, recognizing the business perspective of this. It's still about capitalism. It's still about the free market. You know, for example, I'm a male vegan. We're rare. We're less than half of 1% of the American population. And I thought, hey, if I do videos about that, I'll be the manly vegan guy, and that's how I'll be known. Well, guess what? The free market does not support that. People don't really care about those videos. What do they care about? My hair loss videos. Okay? So from a capitalistic point of view, I care about that now, and that's my thing. And I combine that with a kind heart and helping people through that. It's that paradox of capitalism and kindness. And then, of course, remember the other paradox I was telling you about at the beginning. It's about combining quantity and quality. You've heard the cliche, oh, it's about quality, not quantity. No. It's about both. You can see what I've done here. It's funny because as I've reached 1,000 subscribers, I've also, is this a vertex, is that what it's called? 1,000 videos. My whole formula is based on producing content faithfully. And that yields all this other stuff. Now, granted, I will quickly admit, a lot of people jump on the ship and then they jump right off and they realize this is too overwhelming. He's making too many videos. And they told me that. But I kept making videos because what I realized is even if I lost 2 subscribers, I'd gain 4. And I was seeing my subscribership go up. Even if people said I was obsessed and I made too many videos, the numbers, the capitalism part of it proved true, that this is actually what was working for me. So that's my secret. That formula is what has worked for me. And I'm very excited to share that with you. Now, as you're thinking about these, probably the most intimidating thing is you're thinking, Nick, how am I going to have time to make that many videos a day? Well, this is what I do in my free time because I know I'm making money from it. What I'm not doing is binge watching Breaking Bad. I already did that. So I don't need to do that. I don't watch sports. This is my hobby. This is my passion. And if I can make money off of it and help people, which again, capitalism, kindness, then it's something I enjoy doing. So if it's not something you enjoy doing, you're never going to be doing these things. But if you haven't watched the Netflix documentary, please subscribe. That's ultimately what inspired me to do this. And I thought, how can I be that person? Well, this is my formula. It's worked for me, and I'm pretty sure it's going to continue to work for me. My name is Nick Shell. Oh, and by the way, why did I have a vest at the beginning? I'll tell you why. Because what's going to happen is, when you start your YouTube channel, the person you are at the beginning is not who you are at the end. There's going to be what's called a character arc, the thing that makes movie sequels interesting. Good sequels are based off of the main character evolving from who he was in that first movie. And so by default, you're going to learn more about that thing that you keep talking about in 3 videos a day. People are going to learn from you, but you're also going to teach yourself and you're going to learn from them. You are going to become someone different. You're going to change in front of the camera every day. You're going to evolve. And people like to see that. They like to see that personal growth. And you can imagine too, your personal confidence level in making videos is also going to grow. Think of all those hours you're spending. I mean, I'm spending 20 minutes a day making videos every single day. I'm a lot better at what I do than a year ago. So there's about 15 minutes of your life you'll never get back. I'm confident though that you apply these things, it's going to work for you, because this is a huge commitment to ask you to do these things. So go ahead and get started. There's nothing else to say, just get started. And in the comments, I'll put a link to my blog so you can actually see the written format of this as well. So now that you've heard it and seen it, you can also study it as well. My name is Nick Shell. I'm a YouTuber. I'm also a blogger, Family Friendly Daddy Blog, familyfriendlydaddyblog.com. I don't know how to say it right, but it's in the comments. That's all you got to worry about. Thank you for participating in this video. I am here to help you, because even though I care about capitalism, I am kind and I want to help other people. I want to show other people how I got to where I am, because who am I? A guy that just has 1,000 subscribers? What about the people that got 10,000, 100,000? I want to become one of those one day. And in the process, I want to help other people get to that point. But you got to start somewhere. For me, it's starting at 1,000 subscribers today. For you, you may only have 50. It's a matter of having the goal of getting where I am today. So I lied. It's not 15 minutes. It's more like 16. But either way, thanks for watching, and I hope you've been helped.